this is our day in court. Our association has stepped up to help make this possible, and I want to thank everybody that's a part of that. It's given us their support and donations to help pay for this legal bills. This is a very complicated issue. We've asked for relief for the whole state. This was our intent from the very beginning. We believe that now that this likelihood of this being upheld in two other courts, plus the appellate court has sent it back as upheld that opportunity, that this is an opportunity now to get the whole state covered. Everybody, we should not have 600 people in one county and 1,000 people in another county and 1,100 people in Macon County, or whatever the association is. This is equal protection. We all should be able to enjoy the rights and the freedoms that are afforded us, and this is what we've asked Judge Forbes to do.
Just so I'm clear, he was asking for a temporary restraining order for the entire state and not just the class that filed.
Every FOID card holder. This was our goal, to get every FOID card holder the same relief that the other two courts have granted temporary relief to. And it's a temporary relief until this gets played out in all the courts, and I'm sure this will end up in the Illinois Supreme Court. But until we get this settled, the other two courts have said is very likely that the case that's been brought against this law will stand. Our cases will stand, that this law has violated the Constitution. And so we say, everybody, if it's good for 900 people or 2,000 or 2,500 people, it should be good for every FOID card holder. Every legal, lawful gun owner in the state of Illinois should enjoy the same protection.
How confident are you that that's what the judge is going to do?
It's a big ask. There's no question. It's a big ask. But this is an opportunity for Judge Forbes to do the right thing, and we believe. So I'm hopeful. He said he's going to do something. He wants our motion by Monday. Tells me that early next week we should hear something from him.
And just to clarify, some of the arguments today were basically on equal protection and special legislation aspects of this, because some of those other ones, such as the 3 readings and all that was already decided by the appellate court, correct?
Well, it's been, I guess nobody's had the guts to hear that. I mean, this is a problem. That we have the Constitution. This is the process that we should be going through. It gets violated, not just in this case, but in the Safety Act and the budget. It goes on and on and on. That this 3 readings on 3 separate days, this is how it's supposed to be done. But because of the tyranny of the majority, they just, in the dead of night, will lay a bill on the desk, and an hour later we have to vote on it. And the people of Illinois get no say. You can, just like this bill, you can wake up the next day and find out that the rifle or shotgun that you have purchased that hasn't been delivered yet, you're never going to get your hands on. This was the argument that Jerry Stocks was making in the last count. You could have given your rifle to the bullet trap for consignment, and it's on this list, and you could have done it in November, and it's on this list, and you woke up the day after the governor signed the bill and find out that the bullet trap can't sell your gun in Illinois, and you can't get it back. Now, what's right about that? There's nothing.
Can you talk about the DeVore intervention here? Are you concerned that that's muddying things up at all, or how's that play into this?
No, Mr. DeVore has made his cases. They're very strong. Obviously, the appellate courts upheld his work in Effingham County and also now in White County. So those what the work that he's done has been very successful. If it weren't for that, we wouldn't be here today. We're following that same trail, but with different arguments. And we believe that every FOID card holder should have the same privileges, not just the folks that he has named as plaintiffs. That's our difference.
the original lawsuit, you only had a certain amount of plaintiffs in your case. What made you change it to expand to the whole state?
Well, that's, I guess, the plan was always to expand to the whole state. I think what's happened since it was originally drafted is that we now have uncertainty because of the appellate court plus the White County and Effingham County cases. So Mr. Stocks has refined his case to make sure that it includes every lawful FOID card holder in Illinois. That's really been the purpose from the beginning. That's why we have the unincorporated association, the lawful gun owners of Macon County. It was kind of a basis of support, but they weren't named as individual plaintiffs because we had planned all along to ask for injunctive relief until the Supreme Court can finally decide this case for every FOID card holder. We should all enjoy the same privileges.
Your attorney talked about a mosaic, said that there's chaos right now. Can you kind of touch on that and reiterate that a bit?
Well, that's what we just talked about. We got White County case, you have Effingham County case, and now we have a Macon County case. It's already been decided that there is a likelihood of success in these pleadings. And if that's the case, it should apply to everyone. Every FOID card holder should have the same privileges, not just the small group of people that stepped up and paid an attorney fee.
Perry?
Thanks.
Perry, as far as this ban, what has it done to your business?
It's hurt my business tremendously, mostly my customers.
Just step up. No, just step up. Push Dan out of the way.
I'm used to that.
As the owner of Decatur Jewelry and Pawn, a lot of customers come in and get a collateralized loan on their firearm, and I have to secure that firearm, and then I'm obligated to give it back to them upon payment. Prior to this law taking effect, they were legal gun owners. And after this law took effect, they are now felons if they take possession of that gun. I would be a felon if I transfer that gun back. So I am now not allowed to transfer that gun back to that customer, depriving him or her of their already paid merchandise. It's not fair to anybody in the state of Illinois to have to go through that. Like Mr. Caulkins said, one day you wake up, all of a sudden you're a felon because of an instant law that went overnight. It's not fair. It has eliminated my ability to sell certain firearms that the day before were legal. Magazines, over 15 rounds, were legal. I cannot sell that. So it's hurt my business in a commerce setting, mostly to the customers who are deprived of their merchandise.